Parents and teachers, do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? It's back to school time. But I know some of y'all aren't happy about that, but it is what it is. But today I wanted to tell you about 4 reasons why you need to meet with your kids' teachers before the school year begins. If it has begun already, that's fine. Do this ASAP, like this week, tomorrow if possible. But do these 4 things now, 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 now. Number one, get to know the teachers, all of them. What do I mean by that? Exchange emails and phone numbers. Meet them in person, even if it has to be a virtual meeting, like a Zoom meeting or um, Google Meets, something like that. You need to put eyes on this teacher and you need to hear them speak because if they have a very strong accent, that can definitely be a barrier to learning. Number two, get a copy of the 504 or IEP from the current or last year if your student or child has one. Again, give them the most recent copy of your 504 or IEP plan. Print out copies to give to them when you all meet, and then follow up with an email and send it through email and CC the guidance counselor and the principal. Okay, these paper trails are going to be extremely, extremely important throughout the entire year. Number three, go over any expectations because your child has a 504 on record and you're meeting in advance, letting them know some specific things that can help out in that work. Find out what the class week is going to look like, what homework assignments are going to be looking like, how often, when are they going to be due, uh, is it possible to get anything in advance, projects, papers, etc. Those are things that you can ask for in their 504. So if they need that, don't be afraid to ask that, but we will go over that in a separate video. And number 4 is address any barriers. Again, like I said, if they have an accent, that can absolutely be a barrier. And I didn't realize that until my son was in middle school and he was struggling with a course that he had never struggled with before. And of course, I asked him, the usual questions. Is something going on? Is the teacher bothering you? Are you being bullied? And, all that stuff. Do you hate the class? And like, no, no, no. But he didn't have the wherewithal to understand that the teacher's accent was causing the problem. He couldn't understand what she was saying because her accent was so thick. He didn't tell me that. I found this out on my own when they had an after-school field trip. Well, it was during school, but they didn't get back until after school. So I went to pick him up. That's when I met the teacher. She had the thickest African accent. I could barely understand what she was saying. And no joke, I had to keep asking her, I'm sorry, what did you say? I'm sorry, what did you say? So if I'm having trouble understanding her, absolutely, he's going to have trouble understanding her. And probably other kids in the school are having problems as well. But my kid is my first priority. So that needs to be addressed. That needs to be addressed. You will discover that early if you meet with these teachers before school starts. If school has already started, do it this week. Do not wait. If they want an in-person meeting, make it at the end of the day. Because if you make it before school starts, they're going to rush you saying, oh, the class is going to be coming in soon. I have to go and we can only meet for a few. No, you don't want them to rush you. Do it at the end of the day. Don't do it during school hours because, again, they're going to use that as an excuse. Oh, we'll have to get back to my class. Or I couldn't make it because something happened in class. Yeah, been there, done that. No. Okay. if there's a change in the schedule or you need to make a change in the schedule, that's why you want to get a copy of the schedule in advance. So if your children have trouble, let's say they have trouble focusing, staying attentive, you want to get the heavy reading classes early in the morning, like English, the social studies, geography. Have those scheduled in the morning and then have the easier classes in the afternoon or after lunch. Sometimes lunch can be 10:30, 11 in the morning, but in other words, put the harder critical thinking classes in the beginning of the day and the easier classes at the end of the day, if that makes sense, okay? So those are four things that you definitely want to do possibly before school starts. And if it's already started, do it this week. Don't wait. If you have any suggestions to share, please put them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. It can definitely benefit other parents. And until next time, I will see you all soon. Happy new school year.